Well, good afternoon, church. It's Saturday, and I wanted to let you know I'm skipping church tomorrow. And I'm skipping church next week. And I kind of felt guilty about that for a moment, but I wanted to share with you the reason that I'm doing that, maybe just to give you a little food for thought on Sabbath and church and life and all of that. Some people say I think too much about things, but it says in Romans 12 that we're supposed to not be conformed to the way the world thinks, but to be transformed by renewing our mind. And so thinking about the things of God and how they play out in the real world, I think is part of what it means to be a disciple. And so, yeah, I think about things a lot. There's a verse in Hebrews that we might be familiar with that says, "Do not forsake assembling together, as some get in the habit of doing, but encourage one another, and even more so as you see the day approaching." And so it says, don't get in the habit, don't forsake meeting together, as some get in that habit, but instead meet together in such a way that encourages each other, and even do that more if you think the end is near. So when I'm skipping church this week, I'm doing it because I have a motorcycle event tomorrow. It's a ministry event. It's the biggest motorcycle ride in our community. And I'm going to build relationships with bikers because that's part of the ministry that we're involved in as a church, and I'm involved in personally outside the church. And same thing next weekend. I've got a big motorcycle event that's over in another state, going to do that. So I'm going to be on mission. And I really am torn because I want to be with you. I love being with the church. And if I'm away, it's for a purpose. The purpose in this case is ministry. And we want to make the priorities of our life God's priorities. And he says, don't forsake getting together. But that doesn't mean that we are religious in the sense of we believe that if we miss occasionally for some other purpose than just worship, that somehow that we're neglecting our faith. So worship is absolutely important. It's essential that we meet together. There's so much that only happens when we're together. But worship actually is not sufficient. If we come to worship, we need to be coming together in such a way that we build each other up according to each other's needs, that we encourage each other as they see the day approaching. And so there's a kind of meeting together that involves more than just sitting in the same room, but really trying to build each other up. And so I'd encourage you to find that way. Come on Sundays, come to a small group, get in conversations where you can encourage each other. But if there's a day you got to miss for some other purpose, then don't feel guilty about that. Where I would challenge you, though, is if you get in the habit of not meeting together, which is so easy to do. In fact, that's why the scripture calls it out. Don't get in the habit, as some do, of giving up the assembling for trivial things. Once in a while is not hurting. But when you stop, say, man, it's a nice day, I want to go to the lake. Oh, the kids have a ball game. Oh, I got a birthday party. Oh, I'm just tired and I got to sleep in. Oh, I got to work. Oh, you start making one thing after another take priority over assembling. You'll just get in the habit of not assembling. And if you're not assembling, you're not known. And if you're not known, you're not able to be encouraged. And the day is drawing close. So we need to keep assembling together. So I know that was a long kind of roundabout way of saying, I'm not coming to church tomorrow because I'm choosing a different kind of ministry. And I miss you guys. And I want you to think about your own commitment to the local body. What's your involvement like? Are you meeting in such a way that you are regularly building up and being built up by the community of faith? I hope you'll make that choice to align your normal patterns like this. And then when you have some special event that, particularly if it's for the Lord, for Sabbath is for the Lord, that you'll embrace that with joy and vigor and without guilt. So I love you guys, and we'll see you soon.